What's going on, family? I just wanted to hop on here really quickly, share a little bit about my day and night. Last night, handled some business, took care of business that I needed to do for work, and then I was basically available to move around and do what I want to do, see a little bit more of the country before I have to take off in the morning, right? And as I've always said, when you get out of your comfort zone and you meet different people, get different life perspectives, see the way people live in other countries, it really starts to change you, and it could change you for the better. I have to say, everywhere that I've been, because now I've been to Rome, and I've been to Gdansk, Sopot, Gdynia, and I think the name, I'm going to butcher the name, but the place where we were staying in Poland, Palace Sikocinko, all gave me different perspective, looking at the way people live in the country, because Palace Sikocinko is a summer spot for a lot of folks that like to vacation and go away, get away from the city, and it's literally very remote, but in that quiet still out there, you have a lot of peace, serenity, time to reflect, time to think about things that you may not have considered in your life. Am I living the best life that I have for me? Or am I living for other people? Am I doing this to satisfy myself, or am I doing this to satisfy the masses? Those are some questions that I really had to ask myself, and coming out here, being out here by myself has really opened my eyes to a lot of different things, and my perspective on things that I may have wanted, may have not wanted, has ultimately changed, because I've actually had a moment to sit down and say, is that really giving me the best experience in my life? Life is about creating experiences. At this point, I'm almost 40 years young, and I don't have any kids. And yes, I do know that for a fact. I do not have any kids out there running around, and I'm able to do things that a lot of, friends and family may have not been able to get a chance to do. Not taking anything away from them or their experiences, because that's their life. This is just mine. This is just my experience. And being able to get up and say, hey, you know what? I want to go to Dubai tomorrow, or I want to go to, Thailand, or I want to go to Fiji. All those different destinations, whatever. Even if it's the most remote place on the planet, who cares? You get an opportunity to get up and go unencumbered, and you get to truly have a life-altering experience. You get people that can alter the course of your life, and those are the things that I take it in. I appreciate so much the people that I have met on this trip, their perspective, the way they live. Hey, enjoy life. I think that might be a European way, I don't know, but everywhere I've been, they say, you know what? Hey, sit here, relax, enjoy yourself, kick your feet up, and enjoy. Just enjoy. And in that, you relax your shoulders a little bit. You eat differently. You don't have to rush to do this and to do that, and I don't know. I just felt like I needed to get on and just share my thoughts a little bit, because I was in my comfort zone. I'm not going to lie, for a very long time. And I'm realizing that oftentimes a lot of people will say that they want the best for you. And I agree that some people truly and genuinely feel that way. And some people say, yes, I want you to do well, but they don't want you to do better than them. That's true. I believe it in my heart that it's very true. Forget all that. That's neither here nor there. I'm simply getting on here to say that I have enjoyed some things that I never thought I would have enjoyed. Being in Europe, meeting the people that I've met, having the conversations that I've had, all these things come full circle,